Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Masons Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined by the head coach of the Hofstra women's soccer team, Simon Riddiough. Coach, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good, thanks. Now, this weekend, a thrilling double overtime 2-1 win over Albany. What were your overall thoughts on the win?
Basically relief. We played pretty well throughout against a strong, solid Albany team, and we created chance after chance. It was just seemed one of those days where maybe it's not meant to be, and eventually to get that goal late in the second period of overtime was fantastic for us.
Now, Amber Stobbs getting the game-winning goal from 35 yards out. She also challenged the goalie Elena Brennan from 25 yards out earlier in the overtime period. Is that something that you stressed to the team, challenging her from deep?
Yeah, it was something we got told in the scouting report, and as the game went on, you could tell she had some very good strengths. Their goalkeeping, she made some fantastic saves, but she also has a height disadvantage, which we were fortunate to take advantage of.
And now Amber Stobbs getting her first goal of the year. How much confidence does she have now getting that first goal?
It's a good question. It's the first real time we've seen Amber play with reckless abandon. She's kind of been conserving herself or holding herself back a little bit in the first games. Against Albany, for whatever reason, that last 30-40 minutes she played with intensity, desire, energy, without any concern about what's going on in the next minute, which when she does that, she's a tremendous talent. She's a fantastic little player, but unfortunately she hasn't done that yet. So hopefully after she sees the rewards of what can happen if she does play that way, she'll continue that for the conference.
And the offense in general, out shooting Albany, hitting crossbars, posts. Did it get frustrating at times to see them come so close so many times?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's one of those things you talk about keeping to the game plan and staying confident and believing. But when things happen the way they did on Friday, you kind of start self-doubting yourself. I'm sure the kids started questioning themselves. We did as a coaching staff, and it's so much easier to get frustrated and get down on ourselves. But fortunately for the team, we kept plugging away, and we stayed pretty confident, pretty positive, and because of that, we got the fruits of the reward.
And the first goal scored by Jill Mulholland, it seemed pretty much everyone touched the ball in that possession. Is that what you like to see, where everyone gets involved to create a goal?
Yeah, we spoke about that all week. We worked on a certain style we want to imprint and move forward with. And against Albany, I thought we executed that well. And like you said, again, for Jill Mulholland's goal, we had 4 or 5 people involved in the build-up of it. And fortunately landed to Jill in the 18-yard box, and she's going to finish those chances.
And now one player who she's not going to show up on the stat sheet, Chloe Dale, playing another solid game in the midfield. How has she grown as her freshman year starts to go through the midway point?
Yeah, the future's bright with Chloe. She's going to get better and better, but she dictates things. She's technically gifted, and you know, she does a lot of things that go unnoticed, which is all you can ask from a central midfielder in that position.
And now another positive note, Tara Kearns playing significant minutes for really the first time this year. She's been banged up by a couple injuries. How important is it for her to be back?
Yeah, she was our best player in the spring. You know, she gives us a physical attribute to our team. She gives us a consistency, a composure, a relaxation in midfield, and you know, I think the players feel comfortable having her next to them. So to have her come back and play quality minutes off the bench on Friday is only good for us as we move forward.
And it seems with her and Brooke Vandernagel wasn't afraid to push the ball up more. Is that something that you've told her to do when comfortable?
It's something we have discussed. It's not something we tell her to do. Depending on the team and what they set up, will allow certain gaps to be open, and Albany allowed us those opportunities to move the ball upfield, and Brooke will take those chances. It's not ideally what we want, but if she can continue travelling with the ball at that kind of pace going forward, then it's something we'll deal with.
What did you think of the defensive effort as a whole against Albany?
We kept them to 8 shots. I think the corner kick was a poor one from our perspective, from the whole defensive unit. And I thought they got in behind us once through long 90 minutes when they've got a very dangerous player who's got electric speed. And for us to maintain that kind of offence, I think they'd scored like an average 3 goals a game up until that point. For us to stop that offence and limit them to 6 shots from distance, which is basically what it was, I was very happy with.
Now you start the conference slate this week, 4-4 in the non-conference. What are your overall thoughts out of the CAA?
Again, non-conference, we would have liked to have been 6-2. I think we probably deserve to be 6-2 with our performances. The results didn't go our way, and we've got a really strong non-conference schedule. I'm hoping that because of that, we're going to be prepared for the CAA. And we've got a couple of tough battles coming up this weekend, as always, and thankfully we've been in those games already, and hopefully it'll prepare us for moving forward.
Thursday you go down, take on UNCW. What do you see from the Seahawks?
They've had some great results. They're ranked 3rd regionally, which is a testament to their coach, Paul Carney. Me and Paul were back a long way, and we're very good friends. And he tries to wind me up on the sidelines as much as possible, and vice versa. So it's a good atmosphere to be involved in. It's almost an old style English type game, and Wilmington are going to be very effective, and they're very well coached. And it's going to be a battle, and if you're not ready to battle against these teams, they're going to roll over you. So hopefully we'll be prepared and ready to go.
The Seahawks have a very strong defense. Do you have to talk to the offense about making any adjustments after Friday's performance?
No, we're going to look at Wilmington in greater detail this week. We'll start practice today, and we'll discuss what's the best form of attack against this team. We concentrate our stuff on having a solid defence, and then our forwards will do what they can, and hopefully that'll be continued through the conference.
And on Sunday, the conference home opener against Georgia State. What do you see from the Panthers?
They've just come on a nice little winning streak. Derek, I don't really know. He's got a fantastic reputation in the coaching ranks. Before he got to Georgia State, this is his first year really. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's implementing with their system and what they're trying to do. They've got some tremendous offensive weapons. We all know about Joel Evans, who's probably the fastest, most explosive player in the conference. So we're going to have to cope with that, and we're going to have to see what kind of scheme they do. But I'm sure Derek will have them organised and ready to play.
Simon Riddiough, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
Hofstra will take on UNCW on Thursday. Check out GoHofstra.com for live stats. I'm Rob Joyce, and thanks Hofstra fans for checking out the WB Mason's Coaches Report with Simon Riddiough.